Hello, everyone. My name is Dawn, and welcome to the Soulful Voices Circle Daily Oracle Card Reading. Today is Friday, June 17th, 2022. And as we do with all Fridays, we take a temperature check for the upcoming weekend. What is the energy going to be? What do we need to understand about the next few days? So that is what we will do again today. And we will continue using the Mystical Shaman Oracle deck. Okay, so with that, let's begin our breathing. So if you will close your eyes and take a deep breath in and exhale slowly. Take another deep breath in and exhale. Take another deep breath in, and on the exhale, push the breath into your heart center. Now just quietly breathe, listen to your breathing, and focus in on your heart center. At this time, I ask our angels and guides to come forward, as well as the spirit of the mystical shaman oracle deck to provide us with the wisdom and guidance that we need to know and understand today. I ask the divine light to surround us and cover us with the golden light of protection, keeping us safe from any lower or negative energies that may try to attach to us today during this reading in any way, shape, or form. And I thank the angels and guides and the divine light for sharing with us the wisdom and guidance that we need to understand at this time, in this moment. Take another deep breath in and exhale. Okay, I'm going to open my eyes and begin the reading. You may continue to breathe. Well, of course, you're breathing, but do your deep breathing if that is helpful to you. Okay, so what do we need to understand about the energy? Shuffle this deck really well. Twist the cards. So we have them facing in all different directions, ensuring us that whatever card we pull is the card we are supposed to pull. Okay, what do we need to know? Okay, completion. And this is in the reverse position. Okay, so we see a circle, right? A circle represents completion, and you've come full circle. And a circle also represents the moon, and the full moon represents completion. And we're just coming off of that full moon energy. It might still be lingering somewhat for us, but completion. But what it's showing here is that perhaps there is, because it is in the reverse position, my hunch is that there may be a sense of not having completed what it is that we want to, right? And that maybe we're going around in a circle a bit, right? That things don't seem to quite be coming together for us, that we're maybe spinning wheels a little bit. This is what I am sensing from this card. And so the energy is about this aspect of completion. So maybe we need to be focusing on the things that need to be completed. What have we started and not finished? What are we blocked? What are the blockages to helping us to move forward to finishing certain things? So let's see, but I'm trying to identify what is in the center of this card, and I have to be honest, I can't really tell. I do see it's the shape of a heart, but I don't know if it's a heart. So I'll hold that and you tell me if you can see. It also looks like it could be a budding flower. Um, anyway, so this is the card again. Completion. Let's read from them. We will read the essence of the card. And this is card number 9. We will read the essence of the card and we will read the medicine since it's in the reverse position. And let's see what the mystical shaman has to tell us today. Okay, the essence of completion. All things have a beginning, a middle, and an end. This is the nature of life, the seed, the flower, and the fruit, and all human relationships. Completion suggests the fullness of the moment and the need to transform an old form into a new one. Okay, so it's saying this is about transformation, right? That you go through stages in life and you have the beginning, the middle, and the end. So the medicine is clinging to the old form will bring only decay. So something is perhaps stopping you from moving forward and you're clinging to an old idea, an old relationship, right? A tradition, um, something that you just want to hold on to, maybe that's been dear to you, and you know it's time to move forward, but you are having difficulty doing that. And it says, when fruit is left too long on the vine, it rots. You know that it is time to move on, yet are reluctant. Do not be afraid of hurting anyone's feelings. Remember that you are responsible for your actions, not the actions of others. Mourn what is lost so you can move on. Do not be sad. Be like the sun at midday, who shines brightly, neither longing for sunrise nor dreading the dusk. Okay, so this message feels a bit somber to me. There, uh, the energy that I'm getting is that you may be feeling extremely reluctant to move past either an argument or a situation, something that you've grown accustomed to being, and you recognize that things are not the way that they should be, they're not the same, and you realize that things aren't really serving you anymore in this dynamic or in the overall experience that you're having in a situation. If this could, again, this can apply to so many aspects of our life. It could be relationships, meaning personal in terms of romantic and family relationships, but it could also be business relationships. You know, maybe you've been doing the work that you've been doing for such a long time. Maybe you're somebody who's ready to retire, but you're afraid of what is after. You know, what happens when you leave your job that you've been at for so many years and you make this transition into the next chapter of your life, but you're not quite ready for it, even though you know it's time. You know, maybe you're feeling very tired, right? Maybe you've maxed out the amount of money you can make in that position, but you're just really clinging to it. It's like you're afraid. So, what this card is here to tell you is that it's okay, that you have to go through the stages of life. This is just the way things happen. And it's about us learning to be in the flow of life and not sticking to just one thing because we are afraid or because it's safe, it feels safe and secure. So this weekend is about as you go into this weekend, you're probably going to come across a situation where you may need to decide what it is that you're going to do to move forward. How do you either rejuvenate the experience that you're in and push it to the next stage, or how do you remove yourself from the situation that you're in and allow yourself to naturally move on to the next stage of your life? So, what does that mean for you, right? So, this weekend is going to be about reflection and releasing, right? Reflection and releasing, reflection and moving forward past the obstacles that are in your way. And so it's in a sense about flow, you know, what are you going with the natural ebb and flow of what the universe is calling you to do, right? What is your life experience right now? What is it that you need to do? So are you at the beginning, the middle, or the end, right? Or are you about to begin? Maybe you've been on the side, right? Just waiting to see if it's time for you to jump into something new. So if you have been on that end of the spectrum, then this card is saying, yeah, it's time for you to make that next step. Okay. And the other aspect of this card that I think is important to understand is that we are responsible for ourselves in the sense of the choices that we make are in our power, right? We are not having other people choose for us if we are in our own power. So, in order to be in our own power, we have to be accountable for the things that we move forward in our life. And if we are staying on the sidelines, not taking that step, that we are not being responsible for our own selves, right? We are allowing ourselves to stagnate. And so this card is saying it's time to move along. Let's head toward completion. It's time to wrap things up, okay? So that's what this card is about. So I'll reread the medicine. The medicine, clinging to the old form will bring only decay. When fruit is left too long on the vine, it rots. So renewal. You need to come into new form. You know that it is time to move on, yet you are reluctant. Do not be afraid of hurting anyone's feelings. So who are you afraid of hurting? Think about that. What will happen if you take this next step? And so instead of thinking about what's best for you, maybe you've been thinking more about how other people or another person will feel about a decision that you want to make, right? So this is saying you kind of have to take this next step. Otherwise, you're just going to stay, and the experience that you're in will just continue to rot. It'll just continue to deteriorate. So what is it that needs to happen here? And it says, remember that you are responsible for your actions, not the actions of others. So if somebody else is comfortable in a situation not to move forward, that is not your issue. Your issue, what you need to do is to focus on your own choice, your own power, and your ability to exercise your choice. And you can't lay it at the feet of somebody else if you are choosing not to complete the cycle of your own life. Okay, that's what it means by accountability. And it says, mourn what is lost so you can move on. So allow yourself to experience the pain that might come with making change, right? Or even if it's not a situation where you are necessarily leaving a person, but that you are leaving just a situation, even if it's a family dynamic, a work experience like we discussed before, that with that feeling comes a sense of loss if we have been that situation for a really long time. And so allow yourself to feel that loss, right? Instead of bypassing it and saying, "Oh, I'm okay. No big deal. I'm just moving on. I'm forgetting about it." Allow yourself to feel the loss. What is it about that experience that you're going to miss? Take that treasure with you because perhaps that was the good part, right? The good piece of the experience. So take that with you and allow everything else that didn't work out to shed away. Allow it to fall away. Feel it and release it. Feel it and release it. And it says, "Do not be sad. Be like the sun at midday who shines brightly, neither longing for sunrise nor dreading the dusk." Right? So you're not worried about what already happened, and you're not dreading what will happen. Right, you're just present in the moment and allowing yourself to have that experience. So this is what spirit wants us to focus on over the next couple of days. And it'll be interesting to see tomorrow on Sunday what cards we pull that may reinforce this idea. All right, but you are in a cycle of completion. Do not allow yourself to be held back. And that's what this card is saying, that, it's really time to allow flow in your life, to allow the cycle of life of your experiences to move through the process that they need to. So look at your life, look at your experiences. What are you going through now? What have you been wanting to complete, bring to closure? Even if it's a project, what is it that's keeping you from moving forward? Try to release that and take that step to changing your life. And I hope this provides you with some important information, guidance that you may be needing at this time. So I'm sending you so much love, and I will see you back here tomorrow. Have a great day. Bye bye.